Welcome, welcome, everyone. So excited to have you here today. Kind of skipped the last couple weeks because of my own launch. So I'm excited about this topic today. Give this a moment, make sure this is showing up okay. All right. Wherever you're watching from, go ahead and post in the comments where you're watching from and make sure that you give StreamYard permission to be able to see your name. Okay, let me make sure this is showing up okay. I've had really good luck with it. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yay. So, welcome, welcome to the energy of your business. Launches don't have to kill you. Plus, we're going to be doing the Oracle card draw at the end. So, super excited to have you here. And, this about launches don't have to kill you is something that's really near and dear to my heart because I see so many people doing their program launches and those can be a lot. It can be a lot. It can really wear on your energy. It can really, just take you down. So, this is a good topic that we're going to be going over today. All right. So, what are launches? They are just a way for you to promote your program and your offer in a big way to a lot of people all at once. And that's all it is. People are always like, ooh, launches. It's just a way for you to really get some excitement, get some buzz out there, and gather your people together so that you can teach them some things, give them some learning opportunities, give them some gold nuggets, and then make an offer of your program, your course, any kind of offer that you want. And it's such an amazing energy that can go with it. It's exciting. And you are all in when you do it. Your energy is all in. Everything is like boom, boom, boom. You're going, everything's rolling, and I love it. It's so much fun. But this is where being in alignment with your own energy and flow comes in. All right. Really important here because if you aren't aligned, that's where things can really go wrong. And, the thing about launching is a lot of times you'll have these gurus telling you that you have to do it this way, or here's the right way, or here's the only way, or here's the way that we aren't all the same. And so our energy handles things differently. So that's why it's really important to have different launch strategies based on your energy and your needs. And that's where intuition comes in. And it's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, it can be so much fun. So if you follow human design, which is a big part of what I teach, and I follow it myself very strong, and really being mindful of your energy and honoring it, the difference between honoring your energy is the difference between you having fun when you're launching, calling in your soulmate clients, making massive transformations during your launches, because of obviously I work with intuitive business owners, coaches, and healers, right? So we want those transformations, but it's also, if you're in alignment, it brings in a lot more money. And that's one of the reasons why you are putting your offers out there, right? Yes, you want transformations, but you want to make that income. And you know how I feel about working 3 days a week and making that six figures totally doable. In fact, multiple and multiple six figures, it can be done. Okay. So if you don't follow it, if you don't follow your alignment, feeling totally fried, frustrated, let down, bringing in not so ideal clients when you're feeling this way. And when you do, and you're not in alignment, you also don't bring hardly any money in, if any. I've seen people have zero money coming in during launches, and that is no fun. So we want to make sure that your energy is this high vibe and that you're in alignment with who you are and your own flow. I had a friend once say, you can't go with the flow. And I was like, you know what? You go with the flow because you make your own flow. And so that's when I learned, like, you can make your own flow and that's easy to follow. Then you can go with the flow, right? So, I used to go all in without being in alignment. I just was go, 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 go. I was fried for weeks at a time afterward. One time, one of my launches, I think I was fried for like 2 months after. And it took me so much time to get back into that beautiful alignment flow. And that's the whole reason why I started doing energy work in the first place, was so that I could feel good again. I had autoimmune issues, I had fatigue, I had chronic pain, and I was looking for ways to feel good, and energy was it. So when I found that answer, I wanted to share it with more people. But then when I started doing launching the wrong way, not in alignment, not in tune with myself, not in my own flow, I started feeling my alignment going down, which is not a good thing because then what happens is any of those pre-existing things that you had before, whether it's health or mental or spiritual, whatever that was, it creeps back in again. So with us, we have to make sure that we are staying in alignment at all times. All right. So I'm a manifesting generator, if you follow the human design, and I tried to be full on generator energy during those early launches. Okay. And yeah, I was able to get a lot done and I did have some success, but success money wise, but I needed it both ways. I needed to have money and I needed to have my own alignment feeling good and really being able to still connect with my audience, right? So when you aren't, when like for me, being a generator mode, go, 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 didn't work. All right. Yes, like I said, I made money, but I was fried for too long afterwards. So many gens need some downtime, and every one of the types of human design, every one of your profile types is different. So we're just like fingerprints. Everyone has their own way of doing things. So want to make sure that you're paying attention to this. For me, being a Manny Gen, I need some downtime. I need breaks. Breaks are good for Manny Gens. We need to take step back. Plus, I'm an emotional authority. So I need to be able to ride that wave and be able to, like, when I'm having a low time, be able to honor that, take a step back. And then when I'm in a high time, go, go, go. It's fun. So it can really be, it's just about really finding that wave. Just like if you're a surfer, you don't go against the waves, you go with them and you ride them, right? So in my early launches, my energy felt drained, right? I was all on during the launch itself. I was giving my most. I was connecting to my people in a massively amazing way. And I did really well with that. And they saw the transformations during the launches, but I never took breaks. I had that masculine energy of go, 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 push, 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 push. And my soul started to feel like it was being sucked dry. All right. And it usually didn't hit me until like the day or two after the launch ending. And then I was like, it's like deer in headlight. It's like, it's crazy. So what I do now is totally different. And it's what I teach my members of the Aligned and Limitless program. And not every launch style is for everyone, as I said a minute ago. Just like we're all different, like we're all just like fingerprints, you have to find the launch style that works for you. And so a little bit of that could be trial and error because we don't know what we're going to like until we're actually in it. We might think, oh my God, this is totally going to be great. But the cool thing is we get so much information every time we launch that we know we can even take parts of it and then incorporate it into the other style. And it's just beautiful that way. And as you are in launch mode, alignment has to, again, be a priority. Okay. That's really important. If it isn't, you will hate it. Okay. And in turn, again, push everything you want away, essentially repelling everything. So that's a repelling energy. We don't want that. You're not going to pull in your soulmate clients being that way. So we want to make sure that we're in that alignment, that we're doing what we love. And most of the profiles, as long as you're doing, most of the human design profiles, as long as you're doing what you love, you have more energy. Like for instance, the straight on generator, if they're doing what they love, they have energy, like it's almost limitless. And every day they have to run it down because it's like they have to keep going until the end of the day, until the energy is like lower for them to go to sleep, right? But it has to be good energy. If they're doing what they hate, then the energy is not good and they don't feel that spark. And so that's not an alignment. Does that make sense? So the one thing, here's some of the things that I pay attention to, okay, when I'm in launch mode now, and this is part of my strategy, is radical self-care is an absolute must, okay? For me, that's meditation. It could be walks. I usually do a mix of these. Nature, sea salt baths. Oh my gosh. So this brings a memory of one of my sons. I had a phone call and I was in the bedroom and he says to the person, my mother's in the bedroom medicating. And I'm like, I'm not medicating, I'm meditating. It was so funny. It's like, oh my gosh, what do they think? But it was so good because taking that time to meditate is so important. Just the wisdom comes in that silent place. All right. It's where we get the most downloads. It's where we're slowing everything down. Our body just loves that. Our energy loves that. And we're able to unload those things that no longer serve us. Okay, the next thing is clearing your energy several times a day. As you As you're engaging with so many people during these launches, people are DMing, and I love that. I love, like, people are reaching out to me. They're asking questions. They're in the group and we're DMing back and forth. And I'm really particular because I'm the one making contact in my Facebook profile, right? It's like, if you're talking to me, you're talking to me, not somebody else. So it's important to me that I feel into your energy and kind of be able to tune into that. So, but that is a lot of energy during those launches because you're engaging with so many people. And during this time, you need to be up with that, right? You need to have that energy high. All right. So that's making sure that you're clearing your energy off several times a day because everybody has their own stuff. I have my own stuff too. So clearing your energy and then shielding it is really a good thing, protecting your energy as well. So the other thing is going to bed early. It was one thing that I've paid attention to the last several launches is making sure that I get to bed early. And that is one of the most sleep, guys, sleep. It's so basic, but it's absolutely necessary. And then also the next thing is not sitting at the computer for too long. So taking breaks there. And that's something, again, it's a no-brainer, but people forget about it. They get in and your shoulders get all bunched up and you're like, and it's like, relax, stand up, walk around, take a breather like every 30 minutes at least. Okay. So, and exercise, don't throw your exercise out. I know for manifesting generators, exercise is massive for our energy. And so just making sure that you're taking the time to get your body moving every single day is key. Okay. And then another thing, drink lots of water. Energy requires water to move. And that's one of the things that we forget to do often. So I want you to make sure that you're remembering that easy thing to do. All right. Now, sometimes as we're working, people will ask questions or things will come up, like working on releasing any triggers that come up, those energy blocks that try to take you down. Like I had somebody ask me a question and I didn't get back to her right away. It was like several hours later when I went back into the DMs and she wasn't there anymore. And I was like, wow. So that could have triggered me. It didn't, but I was looking at it closely to make sure that I wasn't like, in the past, it would have been a trigger. I'm like, what did I do wrong? What da, da, da. No, it was just her stuff. And remembering that their stuff is not your stuff. What is yours are things that come up as a gift to be able to clear it, right? But if they're just having their own stuff, you just got to let it go. All right. So, really noticing and releasing whatever comes up for you. Now, self talk and mindset is a huge deal. All right. I see people working on blocks a ton, but then are talking about all the negatives, like things are going good, but they're bringing up, oh, I don't think I'm going to have this, or this person's that, or I can't bring in the money here. It's like, bring in the positive, see yourself successful, talk to yourself in a positive way. Don't let doubt speak in your words or in your thoughts. Okay. Or even in your writing, shift your mindset. That's really important. If you find yourself going to the dark side, pull yourself back. You're going to be in that light side. Super important. And that's one of the things that I see is people digging for things to be wrong, looking for things to be wrong. You don't have to look for problems. If you look for problems, you'll find them. All right. Just allow them come up on their own, in their own way. And as they do, you'll notice that your body, mind, and spirit prioritizes the level that you might not be aware of that needs to come up next. Allow that, trust that. When I first started working with energy, I was always trying to force, for instance, just trying to force, like, I think I was having a neck migraine issue at that time. And I was trying to force things out instead of trusting that there might be a priority that my body, that I don't see, maybe that my body needed to go take care of first. If you had something really wrong inside your body that you didn't know about, wouldn't you want your body to take all that energy going toward that first? Right? And trust it. Trust that it is always, its natural state is a healthy state. Your natural state is always healing. Your body's made to self-heal. It's the same with your spiritual side. It's the same with your self-growth. Trust that everything is going to come for you when it's needed in the priority that it's needed to be. Okay? Just be kind to yourself. All of this raises your vibration and brings back an alignment and attracts your dreamiest soulmate clients. So, which means, drum roll, more money. Woohoo! More money. That's what we want. Transformations and a lot of good money, right? I mean, is there really any bad money? But you know what I mean. So, with all of this in place, you'll have fun with feeling so good, right? You'll be having so much fun. Now, does this mean that it doesn't work? No, it's still taking a lot of inspired action steps, okay? But it feels right. You're excited. Yes, you're going, but at the end of the day, you're tired, but it's in a good, healthy way. All right. This inspired action steps has to be taken. That's what the launching thing is all about. But it's all about you doing it in your strategic way and not doing a one size fits all. That's why my program is so transformational, is because we have different ways to help you find that way that's good for you, that's going to have the most impact and bring in the most money with the least amount of work and the least amount of expended energy. We don't want you to spend so much that you have nothing left for you. Okay. So I hope this has helped. Let me take a quick look here and see if anybody has any questions. I really do hope this has helped. Hi, Kayla. Yes. Manny, Jen here. Andrea. Yes, you too. And Michelle, just learning about it. Yep. You're a manifesting generator too. We kind of like run in these circles, don't we? Manny gens are so much fun because we kind of think we're all generators, we can go, 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 go. But it's just really honoring yourself. It really is. It's so much fun. I love it. So just really paying attention to how that feels and how you feel as you're doing it is really going to be key. And a lot of times with my people, I will say, how does that feel? And a lot of times I see that they're starting to get in that burnout mode. And I say, listen, this is what it looks like. We need to dial this in. And sometimes it could be, I have some of my people that are doing so well. They have so much different income coming in from all different angles that I'm like, we need to bring this in. We need to like make this like focus so that you cannot be scattered all over the place, because the energy will dry up sooner or later. I mean, manifesting generators are really great with multitasking, right? They're so good with multitasking. But usually what I do is I have one main thing that I'm heading for, and then I have multiple different ways of getting in there. And I teach that as well, of bringing your people in and launching your programs and making your offers stand out so that we have that taste of multitasking, because we get lit up with multitasking. But not every profile is that way. All right. So let's draw some of the oracle cards now for the week. You guys know I love these guys. My energy of your business cards. So much fun. And then we're going to open up to draw for a few of you guys. If you want me to draw a card for you specifically, we'll open up for that. Okay. So here's your weekly energy of your business oracle guidance. All right. So let's go ahead and draw some cards. I'm going to draw 3 cards and see what it is that you're drawn to. Now, you can just close your eyes right now as I am shuffling, and that'll help. And this is for anybody listening to the recording, listening to this live, whatever that is for you. We are pulling on that energy, and you are at the right space at the right time right now to be able to get guidance for where you need to be with your business this week. Okay. This is always fun. All right. So just focus on, it could be all 3 cards. It could be one of the cards in particular really call out to you. And as I'm pulling them, you might feel a little bit of energy rush or a little tingle, whatever that is for you. All right. So the first card here is 1, 2, 3. All right. So, the first card is time chunk. So making sure that you are time chunking. Now, what does that mean? That's setting your task timer and take consistent aligned action steps. Okay. So time chunking for me is I will set a timer for 20 minutes and I will be super fire focused on what I want to get done. And you guys, you can get a lot done in 20 minutes. It is incredible how much, when you sit down and you say, I'm doing this task and I'm putting all my energy, I'm not going to answer DMs. I'm not going to get into my email. I'm not going to scroll on Facebook. I'm going to get this task done in 20 minutes. The alarm goes off and you can take a break. All right. And so time chunking is super important to be a successful business owner. And it's fun because it allows you to really honor yourself in that moment and be focused. And it doesn't have to be hard. All right. So that's the first one. The next one is trust and faith. Let go and know that everything is happening for you. So the trust and faith card for me, and as I was just speaking on that a minute ago, it's having that trust and that faith that whatever needs to come up for you now is here. And that includes like anything. It could be like funds, like money, like, okay, so do I have, am I trusting that if you sign up for a program or a course, that you're going to have the income coming in to pay for that? That is trust and faith. If you don't, then you're telling the universe you don't believe in your own work because you're asking other people to have not have the same thing. They're not going to have trust and faith for being able to sign up for your program or course, right? So it's all about trust and faith. In health, it's having that trust and faith that your body is going to know where the priority is and that you trust it's going to go there. You're not going to force it to go for, let's say you're having carpal tunnel, right? Which I don't, but if you had carpal tunnel, you're not going to like force your body to send all its healing energy to your carpal tunnel when you have something more serious that you may not know about. Trust and faith. Trust and faith that the right clients are going to find you, that you don't need to know the how. You just need to keep taking the inspired action steps forward, knowing and trusting that they're going to find you. And when you get that intuitive hit in your sacral, in your solar plexus, and that gut area, your intuition, right? Your inner guidance system, when you get that yes, you don't let fear take place of it and go, well, I think I'll wait, or I don't think I'll do this, because that's fear disguising itself as your inner guidance system. And if you don't follow your intuition, you will not have that super success that you want. You have to have trust and faith. All right. The next thing is, your zone. Step into your zone of genius. You have everything you need to succeed right now. Now, zone of genius. Each one of you have your own zone. This is where I can go in so many side details here, because your zone of genius you were born with, right? It's already here. You're adding the certificates. You're getting certified. I call them serial certifiers in a lot of like different modalities and methods to help like you feel more confident, but your magic is already there. And I want you to think about staying in your zone of genius and not constantly switching to another thing because you saw somebody else do it. And I'm going to do this over here because that might be more successful. And you never really get any traction because you don't stick to your zone of genius. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to pivot some, or maybe, and I'm not talking about niches. Okay. Niches are different. Niches are when you dial in your specific people doing a specific thing, right? But your magic and your zone of genius is within that. So you can pivot that. But your magic is there. It's just about really stepping into it, claiming your zone of genius, adding more tools and magic along the way, which you did. And now it's time for you to start putting that out there. You can have one thing that you're certified in, okay? And that's enough for you to make multiple six figures or more. So don't worry about, oh, I'm not enough, or I don't have this, or I don't. Your zone of genius is already there. You were born with it. That's your magic. Okay. I'm always like, people are always like, I pull magic out of people and I point it out to them and they're always in shock because they're like, how have I never seen this before? It's there. And that's one of my zones of genius, is that I'm able to see into people and see where their transformative offers are and how they can actually really add that to their whole program, their whole offers, and help their ideal people find them and really step out of their own way. It's like running out of your own way. We need to get out of your own way so that you can be successful. It's so much fun. All right. So I hope that's helped. Take this next week and run with it, because you guys are open for some magic this week, right? So what I just did was I used this and I just took a picture of my cards so I can post them on Instagram later. I'm always multitasking. I'm really good at that. Manny Jens are really good at that. All right. So if any of you would like a card, go ahead and post that you would like one, and I will draw a card for you specifically. Okay. Michelle, I just got your card that you won in the 1K per day masterclass last week. I just packaged your cards up to send out. Those will be going out today. Andrea, you already have yours. Awesome. Okay, so Michelle would like a card. Kayla would like a card. Let me go ahead and draw. So Michelle, go ahead and focus on what you would like to bring in for guidance this week? All right. What kind of guidance would you like this week? And anybody else listening, if you're feeling like, ooh, I think this one's going to be for me, then go ahead and know that it is. All right. All right. Michelle. All right. So Michelle, it's deciding. Okay. Deciding, it's time to decide and commit to make it happen. All right. So you have just some decisions to make. It's all about stop like daydreaming or stop just doing the busy steps. This is what I'm getting for you. Really dial in to what it's going to take for you to really bring in that income, that dream life, that dream business that you want. Okay. Decide and commit. That's all it's going to take is for you to be making a decision. I had a friend last week who's a peer. She said to me, I said, well, I just need to, she goes, you just need to decide and do it. I'm like, you're right. And so I did. And it was awesome. So once you decide and you do it, magic happens. I'm telling you. All right. So Kayla, let's go ahead and draw you a card. Just focus on what you want for guidance. Kayla. I think you were one of our winners, weren't you? I think you were. We've got some winners from the 1K this last week on here. Awesome. All right. Oops. More. Ooh, time for marketing. So share your offers and your services, okay? So share what you have. Now, if you don't have your business all set up, I think you do. It's about getting out there. It's about standing out, being seen, do some stories, do some posts, just make it easy and fun. And just talk about what you offer. Start to be known as the expert in your field. And you know from last week's 1K per day that you have to take time for this. You have to let yourself stand out and to be seen for your soulmate clients to actually be able to see you, to work with you. Remember, they have contracts to work with you before they're even born. So it's your job to start standing out in social media. That is the best way to do it. So digital marketing, social media marketing, getting out there, sending emails, whatever that is for you, make sure that you do that this week with the intention of having a call to action. Okay. So you need to make sure that you have a clear call to action. And that would be sign up for a free discovery call for me, something like that. Or here's my free offer. Here's my free checklist. Here's my free tutorial. Sign up for it. It has to have a clear call to action. Okay. All right. Anybody else? Let me go ahead and check on here. Anybody else want a card drawn? Let me take one more quick peek. I'll look at my other page here. When I do this, I stream from multiple areas. Okay, let's see here. Let me see. Nope, nothing showing up there. All right. Anybody else would like a card? If not, I'll come back and look at this later. And if I have time, I'll come back in here. Let's see, aligned. Look into my private group here. Nope, it's kind of quiet today. Kind of quiet. Well, that's just good. That's fine because you know what? It's been the last couple of weeks has been like, whoa, so much fun, crazy things going on. And I'm going to go ahead and draw my own for today just for fun since I don't have anybody requesting. Yes. All right. Let's see what my cards say for me. I do this several times a day. I love these cards. And I imprint each one of these with beautiful energy. So, okay. Ooh, I have to decide on something. I got that card again. So that means I have to decide on something and I already know what it is. I've been into my head thinking about something and I've been taking some action, but I haven't committed to making the change completely, but it's pretty much almost there. Need to do the final touches today and then decide to implement it. So I'm all in. I'm super excited. Yay. All right, guys, you have a great week. If you need any help, post in the group. We want to hear about it. We want to hear what you're doing. It's so much fun to see all the beautiful things that are happening in your life, in your business, in your relationships. Because remember, when you work on one thing, you're working on everything. Everything's connected and everything shifts when you start working with energy. Okay? You have a great rest of the week, guys. Take care. Bye.